Welcome to Elizabeth Park, a vibrant gem with a rich history. Here you can explore over 100 acres of beautiful gardens. Play tennis, lawn games, or basketball on one of our many courts. Enjoy a concert under the stars. Take a garden tour, or savor a delicious meal prepared with vegetables and herbs grown right here. Elizabeth Park is home to the country's oldest public rose garden, which is also the third largest. Since 1904, visitors have been enchanted by the countless soft and fragrant rose petals, by the climbing roses intertwined overhead, and by modern roses and heritage roses in almost every color that symbolize romance, friendship, and passion. The estate that became Elizabeth Park was the generous gift of one of Hartford's most successful businessmen, Charles M. Pond. On the property inherited from his father, Pond and his wife Elizabeth built a grand mansion on Prospect Avenue and commissioned Hartford residential landscape gardener Thomas Brown McClooney to design lavish and colorful Victorian garden beds to surround it. Charles Pond was a successful treasurer of the Hartford-New Haven Railroad and also served in public office. He was also well known for raising purebred horses. On Sunday afternoons, he would even host horse races around a dirt track near today's Rose Garden. Charles and Elizabeth Pond had no children, and Elizabeth died in 1891. So when Charles died in 1894, he left his 90-acre estate and $100,000 for the care of it to the city of Hartford. His wish was that the city would use it as a public park and that the park be named for his beloved wife. Elizabeth Park opened as a public park in 1897. Theodore Worth, Hartford's first park superintendent, created a master plan for the park that took advantage of all the gardens, trees, and buildings that came with the property. He added greenhouses, winding roads, rustic bridges, picturesque vistas, and in 1904 created the signature Rose Garden with its distinctive arches and center gazebo. The park was home to activities of all kinds for the people of Connecticut. Horses, carriages, and a trolley would bring visitors from all over to enjoy strolling, picnicking, lawn bowling, a children's playground, and various winter activities. However, over the years, the park faced its share of challenges. In 1954, the Pond Mansion, which had been used in part as a community center, was torn down due to lack of funding for badly needed repairs. And by 1977, even the Rose Garden was threatened with destruction when funds for its care ran out. The city of Hartford was on the brink of bulldozing it into a grassy field. But help was on the way from a group of concerned citizens. They organized a nonprofit to save the Rose Garden and called themselves the Friends of Elizabeth Park. An aeronautical engineer and artist named Helen S. Kaman, with a keen interest in gardening and horticulture, became the first president of the Friends. Through their fundraising efforts, they saved the Rose Garden. And once that goal was accomplished, they devoted themselves to improving and maintaining all of the gardens and grounds in the park, in cooperation with the City of Hartford and city personnel. Elizabeth Park was listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1983. And in 2012, the Friends changed their name to the Elizabeth Park Conservancy to reflect their broadened mission. In recent years, buildings have been restored and new amenities have been added, thanks to the efforts of the Conservancy and funding by many generous donors. Many of the recent improvements to the park have been named for some of the largest donors. Today, you will continue to find an array of beautiful gardens, including the Perennial Garden, the Robert A. Prill Tulip and Annual Garden, the Julian and Edith Eddy Rock Garden, the Heritage Rose Garden, the Charlie Ortiz Hosta Garden at the Ethel F. Donahue Circle, and the Helen S. Kaman Rose Garden. Several garden societies maintain herb, iris, and dahlia gardens here, and the University of St. Joseph's School of Pharmacy has a medicinal garden. You will also find the Putnam and Lord and Burnham historic greenhouses, recreational areas, the Anna Grace Playground, and some hidden treasures. There is so much to see and experience in Elizabeth Park. Look up from the gardens and you will notice many beautiful and notable trees, some of which likely date back to the days of Charles and Elizabeth Pond. And some are recognized as Connecticut state champions because of their age, size, and variety. More than 100 of the park's significant trees are labeled, and a tree map is available for visitors wanting to locate the important specimens. In 2019, the park was recognized as an internationally accredited arboretum, which is now called the Kim Arboretum at Elizabeth Park. The park is free and always open to the public daily from dawn to dusk throughout all 4 seasons, providing a beautiful setting for a variety of activities. In fact, it is estimated that the park is visited by over 500,000 people every year. Recently, entryways into the park have been upgraded and beautified, welcoming guests with lovely walking paths. The Rose Garden lawn now has a striking new feature, the John G. Martin Foundation stage. It provides the perfect setting for concerts and other performances. The Pond House Cafe and Banquet Center hosts glamorous weddings and events, and also offers gourmet meals and quick snacks. The Pond House, located on the park's largest body of water, is named for Charles Pond, not for the actual pond next to the building. And the Garmany Visitor Center, originally built in 1939, was remodeled and repurposed in 2020 to now provide visitor amenities, including a modern space to learn more about the park, learn about nature, or even buy that perfect gift. The park's public restrooms are located in the Garmany Visitor Center. Over the years, many things have changed, but the one constant is the enduring connection between the park and the people of Connecticut. From the dedicated staff and volunteers who keep the park running and beautiful, to the generous donors who have made wonderful improvements possible. From daily visitors to first-time guests, everyone contributes in some way. We invite you to pick up a map, explore the park, and sign up for notifications about upcoming events and how you can get involved. We hope you enjoy your visit to the beautiful and historic Elizabeth Park.